Alrighty, welcome back, Miss Sarah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you. We are finally under contract.
Yeah.
Feels great, right?
It does. It really does.
Yes, in your subdivision and brand new house.
Brand new.
Oh my goodness.
2024.
Yeah.
Not even finished yet.
Not even finished yet. We gotta get that back drive.
Yes.
It's even nicer.
Yes.
Can still smell the fresh paint.
That's right.
So, tell me, when did you start your search?
My search started I'd say mid-February.
Okay, mid-February, and we're in May now?
We're in May now.
May. Okay, and I know we went back and forth. Hey, I think I'm just gonna rent. Hey, I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy. No, I'm gonna rent. I can't find anything.
Yes.
So what was it that made you say, you know what, I'm gonna make buying work. I wanna be a homeowner again.
Well, I guess it was the interest rates that were, being so high that was deterring me from purchasing.
Mm-hmm.
However, I kept going back and forth with the renting. I realized when you start doing the numbers, the cost of moving, and renting, you're throwing away money. Literally, it just didn't make sense. I said, I better just go ahead and tough it out, even though the note might be a little bit high right now, just a tad. In the end, once the interest rates do drop,
Right.
I'll be in position.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Smart decision. Because many buyers, they are holding on right now because they're waiting for the interest rate to drop.
And the other scary thing about that, when the interest rates drop, everyone is going to be trying to buy.
Yes.
And I feel like I may get caught in what I was in 3 years ago, where everybody was outbidding me.
Right.
So you're still having to cough up that extra money, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 just to get the deal.
Mm-hmm.
But at least now, it's not as much competition. I can get in here. I'm not throwing away money. I have write-offs.
Yes.
So it just made sense.
All of that. Like literally you had probably 6 properties you could have chosen from in this subdivision, and you were like, want that one.
Yep.
Versus having to just, imagine what a house looked like from the dirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is your third transaction with us, and we appreciate you for choosing us again. You could have went with any other real estate agent. Tell us, why did you choose to go with the Terrys?
It started from the beginning. It's so funny because when I was at my original property, you left a card in my box. And, I was doing the entrepreneur thing at the time. And I said, I like this. She's out here marketing. Because I didn't know other agents. But I appreciated the fact that you were out here marketing. I said, let me give it a try. And I wasn't ready to sell at that time, but you followed up. It wasn't too much. You would just check in. And I liked the emails. They were very informative.
Okay.
And so I said, let me give it a try. And then once we got started, you guys were just spot on. And it was hard. We put in over 100 offers.
Yes.
Okay? But you made it so seamlessly. With the forms and, signatures. And you guys were so knowledgeable. And when we got around this time, you even got into the mortgage side of it and helped me with that. So it was great. I think you all went over and beyond.
Thank you.
Average teacher would do.
Thank you. We appreciate that for sure. Now, I know that you've always wanted the new construction. Hey, let me just move into a house that nobody else ever been in. But you were okay with the resale, initially. And so we got under contract with the resale. Property had great equity in it. We were able to negotiate it down, to your liking, and went all the way to inspection. And tell us what happened with that.
Well, I know it was an older home, but I really wasn't, I didn't think it was going to need that much work. Mm-hmm. And so after the inspector went through, it needed, all the big ticket items, your roof, the HVAC didn't work. The tub upstairs was, could flood. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm saying, well, I'm putting in money up front. I don't want to have to come out of pocket before I even get in there.
Right.
And put in so much more. And so it just makes sense to me. Why not just get brand new?
Yeah. And then, tell us how God works, because right when you were actually willing to negotiate on that property. You put in the things that you wanted and you were willing to hear them come back and possibly even continue on with that.
Yes.
But it didn't quite pan out that way. So I remember you calling me one day, and what did you find about this property?
Well, this property it's the prime location.
Yes.
It's my top thing when I wanted to purchase would have amenities.
Mm-hmm.
And this property had absolutely everything. Everything is 7 to 13 minutes from here.
Yes.
And when I was renting, I looked at several properties, so I knew I loved this area.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so crazy how it came back around. I saw the price drop.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Falecia, let's check this out.
Yeah.
Because I had gone down to Hampton and
Right.
Madonna,
Yes.
and it came back around.
Yes. And they were offering more incentives.
More incentives this time. First time it was only $10,000. This time it was $15,000. It was $15,000.
Yeah.
And the price should not scare people because it actually worked out with the higher price. The lower price that they cut, I wouldn't done, I think it was 1% closing.
Mm-hmm.
So with the price going up, it actually was more beneficial for my monthly payment.
Right, yeah. So again, guys, it's a great time to buy, even though the interest rate is up. Because even builders are willing to negotiate. When we were in the market, 2020, 2021, they weren't willing to negotiate. They were getting more than what they were asking.
I never looked at a new construction back then.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, awesome. Well, again, I am so excited. We are under contract. Oh my goodness. And we should be closing at the end of May.
This month.
Yes.
We are here. We're already in May. End of this month.
Yes. Perfect timing.
Yes.
Timing could not have been better.
Absolutely.
I must say.
Absolutely.
So anything that you would like to share with anybody who may be considering a new construction, maybe they're looking at resales and they're looking at the price, they're like, oh well, the new bills I know I'm gonna be paying right at the top, but I need something that's a little bit less. I don't want to quite pay that much. You have any advice or anything that you'd like to share with anybody who is considering a new construction over a resale?
For me, when you calculate how much it costs to fix up a resale, I know you're going into equity, but by the time you get everything fixed, you've spent that equity.
Mm-hmm.
And so versus coming into a new construction, I know I'm not going to have to do anything for years. Yes. And I can actually sit here and make sure it's in an area that you love. I said, I can be here. Like everything is right down the street.
Convenient.
So I can sit here and wait for the equity to build.
Absolutely. Love it. Well, thank you so much, Sarah.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you coming out here and taking this time to share your experience.
Absolutely.
And guys, stay tuned because we will be sharing more of the process.
Yes. Thank you.
I got it.
You're so sweet. I still got all your stuff from the last closing.
I hope you like that. You're very welcome. Well deserved.
Look, hey, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. When y'all get settled in on Monday, you can just pop it.
Yes. For sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.